What's going on, you guys? It's Nico Moreno here, and in today's video, what we're going to talk about is how to create an automation sequence using ActiveCampaign, which is the new email marketing provider that I used. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, this is going to be a very much like step-by-step informational video. So if you're interested in learning how to create an awesome email automation sequence with ActiveCampaign, you are in the right place. All right, so before we get into this today, I'm gonna go ahead and I wanna invite you to subscribe to the channel below. So if you like content like this, if you like marketing, entrepreneurship, online business stuff, as well as just random updates about my life, then go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. And also be sure to hit that bell notification so that you make sure and you get notified of all the awesome free content that I put out for you guys, because YouTube just recently changed things around. So be sure to hit that bell. Finally, before we get into it today, if you're interested in getting any more free content from me, as well as checking out my paid courses, programs, coaching, all that, that's going to be all linked down below in the description box. All right, so go ahead, check that out if you're interested, and let's get into today's video. So for those of you guys who have been following me for a while, you probably know that I use ClickFunnels for all my stuff. I talk about it all the time, and any of the on-screen demonstrations that I do are usually using ClickFunnels. I used to be using their Actionetics program, or Actionetics email marketing program, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to be totally real with you guys. Like, I really strongly disliked it. It was very frustrating, not easy to use at all, and there were a lot of technical issues with it. So I'm not trying to like bash ClickFunnels or anything in this video. I still use their landing page builder. I think that part is great, but I don't recommend that you use Actionetics at all. It was just very expensive, and also it didn't perform well at all, and it was such a struggle to use, which is why I didn't even ever like send emails or set up automation funnels, which is it's obviously a bad thing. So let's go ahead and enough about that. I switched over to ActiveCampaign. Absolutely love it. I'm going to include my link down below. It's going to be an affiliate link, so if you do check out this free training here, and if you do like it and you want to try it out, go ahead and click the link down there, and you can get set up with a free trial here. All right, so let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new automation. I was going to do this anyway today, so I figured might as well record it for you guys and show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm by no means an automation expert with ActiveCampaign. Like I said, I just switched over here a couple weeks ago, but I do really love it. It's so easy to use, and I think it's very intuitive. So hopefully you guys will agree with me on that. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be creating kind of like a follow-up sequence for once people join my list. Okay, so basically I learned this strategy from Alex Becker. He's one of my mentors. I joined his Black Card program, mastermind program, and but what I actually learned from him, I'll probably draw maybe I'll draw a nicer version of this, or I don't know if you guys can even see this. I might put that on the screen there, but he basically has this email funnel called his 8x ROI funnel. Learned that from his free stuff, actually, not even any of his paid masterminds or anything. But it's just a really good way to follow up with your audience. And yeah, he's really good at email marketing, so trust him. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build that out for you guys here. So first off, I'm going to click Start from Scratch. So we can just I think it's super easy to use. We can just drag and drop right here. That's the way that I want to do it. So I'm going to add a start trigger. That's the first thing. Oh, oops. Okay, so first thing that we need to do is we need to ask ourselves, well, how are they going to enter our automation? Okay, so the first thing is there's a bunch of things right here, a bunch of different ways that you can basically have people enter a new automation. And so there's a lot more options, I think, than other types of email automation systems. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do tag is added. So basically this is after people so they're going to be opting into a couple of my different landing pages, and I want all of them to filter into this automation. So I'm going to make sure and go into those other automations and add a tag once they reach the end of that sequence. Okay, so that way they're automatically added into this sort of longer follow-up sequence. Okay, so I'm going to do tag is added, and then I'm going to I'll do long email funnel. Runs once, So that tag, hold on, let me go back here. This tag doesn't really exist anywhere yet. So the one thing that I need to remind you guys of is if you do create a tag and use that as a start action, you'll need to create the tag somewhere else too. Otherwise, no one's ever going to be tagged that, and then they'll never enter this automation. Okay, so this is going to be called long email 8x ROI funnel. All right, steal Alex Becker's name there. So tagline, okay. So that's the action. This is how people get into this automation sequence. Okay, so we can also add a new trigger here if we want. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. This is just going to be for kind of like follow-up and lead nurturing after people enter my list. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create, and we're not going to write all the emails, you guys. I'm just going to talk about the funnel strategy, and then I'm going to have to go in later. It's going to take a while to write all the email copy. But you don't have any emails to send, create an email. Email name. So this is going to be, okay, so this is not visible to my contacts. So this is going to be value email 1. I'm going to create just the email funnel strategy for you guys and show it all out here. And then, like I said, I'm going to go in and write all the copy, which is going to take a while. Create. Oh man, do I have to do it right now? Can I not do it right now? Hopefully, let's see, okay. Hopefully I can go back in here and just leave that there. Okay, currently a draft, good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, so I'm gonna follow Alex Becker's template here. So what he says is create email, then what I'm gonna do right here is conditions and workflow. So I'm gonna wait. Okay, so I'm also gonna wait for a specific period of time. So wait for 1 day, that's what he says to do. So that's really, really easy to just set up a delay here. And then, yeah, so basically we send this value email 1. So what we're gonna do with, basically there's 2 types of emails. He calls them value emails and then pitch emails. So the value is just what it sounds like. It's a free, free piece of content or free value email, probably teaching something about your niche. And then you can have, he says that you can have like, light pitches, or at least like you can mention your products in them, but it's not that's not the purpose of the email, okay? Then he's also got a pitch email, which it's exactly what it sounds like as well. You're actually selling something in that email. All right, so let's go ahead and, so here we can see right here, we've got send value email 1, currently a draft, wait for 1 day. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna check on, select a condition. So what he says is to check if they opened that previous email. So we're going to do select a condition. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. So this is something I have not done in ActiveCampaign yet. So actions has opened. We'll say value email 1. Cool. So this is perfect. So this is exactly what we want to do. So if they did open this, then let's see. What we want to do is we want to send them a new email. Select email to send. Create a new email. So if they did open it, then we want to send them a different value email 2. Email 2, create. And then, so again, we're going to leave this as a draft. I don't want to write this whole thing out for you guys right now, or I don't want to write all the email copy right now. It's going to take a little bit of time and effort. So, okay, so what he says to do then, if they don't open this value email 1, then what you want to do is you want to just copy, you want to use that exact same email because they didn't ever read it, but you just want to change the headline. Okay, so you don't have to spend the time to rewrite a whole new email since they never read that value email, but you just switch the headline to something, maybe a slightly different angle or something, that's more enticing or whatever, because they didn't actually open the email. And so that's the part that you have to work on, is the headline or subject line. So we're going to do that, but we're going to edit it. Copy and edit. Oops, okay. So I'm just going to rename this Let's see, how would I rename this? Okay, well, I'm just going to add a note, and I'm going to say value email 1, but with different headline, with different subject line. Oh, cool. Okay, so we've got day 1. So for some people, this is going to be day 1, and then this is going to be day 2. But for other people who don't open this is going to be like day 1, and then this is going to be day 2. Okay, so then what we would do here is, so this is what Alex Becker says to do next. We're going to do wait for a specific period of time, wait for 1 day, and then we're going to send them okay, so this is the part I'm going to see if I can figure out how to do this. I want to connect this to that. And I'm brand new, or I'm pretty brand new at like dragging and dropping stuff. Okay, so they don't really let you do that. Send an email. I wonder if that'll hook up. Ah, okay. Well, that's a little bit annoying. I kind of wanted to like visually connect this right there. I wonder if there's any way to do that. Well, this is a learning experience, you guys. So let's see. I guess you can't just drag it there. So I guess that's fine. Okay, so then what we're going to do is same thing. So I'm going to show you guys. It's a couple more steps that are similar to this, but then there's a little bit of a twist at the end. So next thing is we're going to do conditions and workflow, if else. Oh, no, not that. We want to do wait for 1 day. Then we're going to do if else. Then contact details is, oh wait, no, that's not right. Actions. Oh, it's not sticking. Wait, is it sticking? Okay, yeah. So it has opened. Value email 2. Okay. Cool. And then if they did open it, oops. So if they did not open it, then we're going to send them a new email. We're going to say, oh wait, no. Ah, that's super annoying. Okay, so let's go right here. This content match, and then we're going to do an email. But we're going to edit it. Then we're going to go previous again. And what I'm going to do, you guys, is, let's see here. Oh man, where did it go? That's kind of weird. Send email, value email 2. Oh, I should have done copy and edit, right? Let's see here, did that work? Yep, that did not work. Okay, value email 2, copy and edit. There we go. Okay, and then I don't want to actually edit it right now, so let's go previous. There we go. Okay, and then let's go ahead and add a note. So this is the same email, but different subject line. You know, this is actually really, split the content. Oh, go to another action. Okay, so I could have used that. Okay, guys, we're learning. We're learning together. Okay, click and drag. Okay, this is good. Okay, cool. So click and drag to connect to another action. So that's what we wanted to do. So value email 2, which is currently a drawer. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm kind of stuck. Okay, so wait, so this is value email 2. They will have already gotten that. Ah, okay, so we want to hook it up right here. Okay, so is that hooked up? I think it's hooked up. Wait for 1 day. Yeah, cool. And then did they open this email? Okay, so that's the question. So if they did, it's a little bit weird to navigate. Still way better than Actionetics. I just love how like visually it just makes sense. With Actionetics, you can't visualize anything. So send email, value email 2, copy. Okay, and then if they did, then we're going to do waiting for 1 day, and then we're going to do value 3. Create new email, we'll call it value 3. Okay, guys, we are almost done with the 8x ROI email funnel. All right, so value email 3. I'm going to show you guys right after this is when we get to the pitch, which is obviously where you like make back the ROI. And then we will repeat this a couple times, but we're not actually going to do that on the screen. So let's see here. What we do, gosh, the only thing is it's really kind of hard to navigate. Oh, never mind, you can scroll. Okay. Send value email 3. And then we're going to do, oh, sorry, you guys. I realized that I just scratched my neck and it probably hit the microphone. So wait for 1 day. And then, okay, so wait for 1 day. So this is if they did not open this. Either way, we're just going to go to another action here. And we want to send them value 3. Is that right? Yep. And then wait for 1 day. And then you guys will notice this looping pattern, right? So basically we're checking if they read that, if they opened that email or not, the previous one. If they did, we're just moving them right to the next value email. If they didn't, we're going to send them that same value email again. But we're going to give it a different subject line so that hopefully they actually do read it. And then either way, if they do or they don't, then we move them on to the next value email. So it's kind of the looping pattern that we're doing here. This is the last time that we do it though, before we get into something a little bit more interesting. So wait for 1 day, then we see check, actions, has opened, any or value 3. Let's zoom in a little bit. Has open campaign value 3. So if they haven't, then what we're going to do is I'm going to send them another email. Email 3, and then we're going to do copy and edit. We're not going to edit it right now because that would be way too boring. And by the way, hopefully you guys don't think this is boring. I mean, if you're watching this video, then then hopefully this is obviously something you want to be doing right now and you're following along. I can't imagine that anyone would be watching this just for the sake of it. But if you are, hats off to you. Okay, so notes, and then this is same as value 3, but different subject line. Cool. And then what we're going to do, so if they have opened all three, so this is if they've opened the third value email, and this is where we do create new email, and we're going to call this pitch 1. Okay, and then previous, had a little brain fart there. We're good though. What's next? Cool, and so then if they, then we wait conditions. So if they didn't, we just wait for 1 day no matter what. And then we go to another action. And then they start to get the pitch. Cool. I wish there was a way to add a little more space over here. But anyways, okay, so now they get pitch number 1. Okay, so this is obviously an email where you're selling a product, okay? And what Alex Becker says, kind of the mindset behind it is like, you don't want to, you don't want to like always be pitching in every single email because then people are going to not open your emails. So you want to deliver a ton of value up front and get them like excited and looking forward to your emails. But then every 4th email, you do want to be selling something, okay? Because if you're too much of like a nice guy and you never really sell anything, then when it comes time to actually try and sell via email, they're going to be like, what is this guy trying to do? Like he never sells anything. Like, why is he doing this now? So basically you got to give them, you have to like, you don't want to like shock them out of the blue and wait for way too long and then try and sell something because then people will not be receptive to it. So you got to mix it in there. And this is what he says, and it's worked very well for him. So yeah, what we're going to do is, this is pitch number 1. And then same thing right here. So wait for 1 day. And then we do if else. So if they opened. Oh, actually, let's do, so for this one, we're going to do it slightly differently. If they has clicked on a link. Pitch 1, and then any link, okay. Because basically this is the pitch email. Basically we're trying to get them over to a sales page or an order page or something because we're selling a product. So we want to make sure that they actually like took action on this email. So they opened it and clicked a link. So if they did not, then what we're going to do is we're going to wait 1 day. Then we're going to do, okay, well I got to create the other action first. Then we're going to do sending options is for 1 day, and then this one we're going to say, so if they did not click through on that sales email, we're going to send another email. We're going to, and again, we're going to clone this one, copy and edit. We're not going to do that. Previous. And then note is, this is same again. So this is following the same pattern. So same email as pitch 1, but different subject line. Cool. And then that's it, you guys. So what we do here is then we just repeat this whole entire process about like 3 or 4 times. Okay, so this is kind of, it depends on if they open every email and like if they click through or not, how long this actually takes, like the duration that your leads will be, actually spending in this funnel, email funnel. But it will typically be about like 4 to 5 days up to a week. Okay, so usually, if you do this 3 times over, it's probably going to last like roughly 3 weeks is the time from, when they're tagged and they enter this funnel all the way till when they're completely done. So what you want to do is you want to copy this whole thing over like yeah, 3 or 4 times. And what I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'm actually gonna share this flow with you in a second, okay? So ActiveCampaign is really cool because you can actually, kind of like ClickFunnels if you've ever used that, but you can share an automation with someone just by giving them a link. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna include the link down below so you guys don't even have to build this whole thing on your own, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys that if you wanna just copy it over, and then you obviously edit the email text yourself. But yeah, this is it. So this is a three days of value, 1 day pitch following this simple pattern. And then what you would do is, you know, if you have enough content, you can duplicate this and add it down to the bottom again. And then if you have, you know, even more content, you can ideally do this for about 3 weeks to just really warm up your leads and build a list of loyal, faithful followers who love reading your content and love buying from you. All right, so thanks so much, guys. I'm actually gonna go ahead and, so this is inactive right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to my automations so that I can grab the link before I forget to share this with you guys in the description box below. So let's go ahead and share. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to paste this link down below. So click on this link, and you'll be able to get this whole entire automation completely for free. I think it's going to start a free trial for you. Or if you already have an ActiveCampaign account, then it'll just import right in. So go ahead, click the link down below to get this entire automation. All right, thanks so much, guys. This has been Nico Moreno. Really, really appreciate you sticking around and watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, if you got some value from it, or if you learned anything, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Click that red subscribe button down below to join the family and get notified of every single video that I upload for you guys. All right, and also be sure to click that red bell notification once you hit the subscribe button. Finally, be sure to, if you're interested in getting this exact email funnel uploaded right into your account for free, go ahead, click the link. It's gonna be down in the description box. And also I've got a bunch of other awesome free content down there for you guys as well as links to my courses, coaching programs, everything else down there in the description box. All right, so check it out. See you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. And remember to let your awesome out because the world needs you.